Hey guys, welcome. It's your girl, Black Girl Minimalism. I'm doing a read for today. I am in the car, so I'm gonna try to position this in the right way. Okay, so I'm outside and we're doing a read from the park. And I decided to do this read that's going to be a little bit different. I'm still going to do a read later, and it is hot, but I went out for a drive to like just clear my head and like just get into a new groove. We are also like halfway through this like Mercury retrograde, which I feel like this retrograde has been so renewing. I've also been fasting as well, so like the end of my fast is the 22nd of this month, so that's going to be going into Leo season. And so I did want to see when our next new moon is and our next full moon is, because that'll kind of speak to the energy that we'll also be walking into. I can say that on the way here, it was interesting because I was driving. It's my first time driving since being home. I haven't drove since I was in California, and then I haven't drove since I was in New Orleans. So you guys know that we cross country from here. From California to DC. And so with that, when I was in New Orleans, I was running an errand. I ended up getting pulled over, and I got a ticket while I was in New Orleans. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to drive. I'm not going to drive until I get that cleared up. New Orleans is a red state, so I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't anything like point-wise that was going to affect me on my licensing. So once I got here, of course, I'm coming back home. The roads are different. Things are different. There are just differences overall in like driving. And I'm a strong driver, I would say, but there is some anxiety that sometimes I have in regards to driving. So it took me a little minute to like get into my comfort zone. So today I decided to like switch up and like try something new. This is what this read is going to be about. It's going to talk about trying something new. So in trying something new, I decided to like, let me go ahead and go back to, even though I'm trying something new, I'm going back to the basics. And that's like going to the park, being by the water, doing prayer, and like reaching out in this essence of building the basics of building the blocks on going back to the basics. And so what the basics were for me is like taking time to be out in nature and find a pause and find a significance in the day that really speaks to how do I want this day, how do I want this time frame to be intentional. When I was on my way here, I was at a light and I paused for a second, and I end up looking over to my left, and it was another woman that had a short haircut, but like a little bit more hair on top of her head, so a few inches on the top. And I just heard someone like, oh my God, you are gorgeous. And it was funny because I was looking straight ahead, and I have moments like this, and I feel like this is a call to like, when you think something, just say it. If it's positive, right? Just put the feeling out there, because you never know who else is thinking the same thing. So I look to my left, and she's like yelling out, and she's like, you look so gorgeous. Oh my God, I need to go get my hair cut. And she's like, I'm going to get my hair cut right now. And I was like, I love that. Like I was looking to my left, and I looked over at you, and we kind of had like similar glasses on. I had put the aviator glasses on and for today, and then I looked over to the left, and she also had the same style of glasses on, and I was like, okay, she looks really beautiful. And so in that regards, I was like, all right, I'm not going to say nothing. But then before I thought to look again, she was already yelling outside her window to say like, oh my God, you look really beautiful. And so I said to her, I was like, it's so funny that you said that, because I was actually thinking the same thing. And I think about this video that I watched. It was, it was the comedian Lily, I forget her last name, and it was Zendaya and Winnie Harlow. They were all in the elevator, and it was like a skit, and it was talking about like your thoughts, your inner thoughts, and like expressing your inner thoughts. Like you might be in a room where like somebody is thinking like, oh my god, like she has the perfect body, or oh my god, she has the most beautiful face, or oh my god, whatever the thought process is, and it's very complimentary. But instead of saying those things, we're sitting there maybe internalizing and maybe thinking to ourselves like, maybe I'm not this, or maybe I'm not that, and the person is all the while thinking these beautiful things about you, right? And I found it to be very significant for today's interaction about stepping outside your comfort zones, trying something new, saying what's on your mind, saying what you're thinking, because somebody else might be thinking the same exact thing. They might be feeling the same exact thing. They might be wanting to tell you the same exact thing just as you're thinking. And why let somebody do it and beat you to the punch when you could have already done it? So it's like the thing is, it's talking about being positive. It's talking about stepping outside your comfort zone. It's talking about saying the things that can encourage someone else that's not yourself, and being able to really speak to the element of really bigging people up, like making people feel outstanding in their own gloriousness. And I hope that this like message was beautiful. I know the cards aren't here, and I'm gonna come back with the cards a little later in a little while, because it's a little hot outside and I have this long sleeve shirt on, but I feel really cute today and it's a vibe. But I wanted to come out and get my sun and, you know, say my prayers and go back in the house, and I have some assignments that I'm late on. So lately I've been taking a course, of course, on media and digital marketing, and we're on the likes to lead point. And this likes to lead really talks about building your brand. And so if you guys want to interact with me, tell me what you think when you come onto my page. How do you feel when you come on here? Is it a positive experience? Do you love the vibe that I give? Have you checked out my website, blackgirlco.com? Like, have you interacted with me on social media, Black Carrie Bradshaw, and the Black is BLLK, Carrie Bradshaw on Instagram? You know, these things are things that I want to know, and gaining the leverage for like building things up and like deciding where things want to go. Upon me taking this course in digital marketing, it was because I started a business and I wanted to be able to build on a brand and to also teach other people on building a brand and building a business. What I did in undergrad is broadcast journalism, and then my graduate degree is in organizational business and concepts of concepts of management. And so like what different types of management style, culture, what kind of culture do you want to put out there? And so right now I'm about to start my second program in grad school, a second master's program, and this is going to be counseling and psychology, the way that people think. And so that humanitarian part was definitely significant when I took my first master's degree, and thinking about the human development aspect. And human development is one of my earlier courses in this particular study, and I'm trying to get into that course for this semester. So right now I'm 3 courses in, pending the 4th course of registering. So the human development and thought processes have always been something that I feel very strongly about, and I hope that you guys receive this message. I love you so much, and I'll see you later. Bye.